In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, I speak.
主耶穌聖名講話，
Thank God for guiding us. We gathered together to learn from His Word.
感謝神嘅帶領，我哋大家一齊可以聚集嚟學習神嘅話語。
Even though we cannot see each other, we cannot hear each other sing hymns.
雖然我哋大家唔可以面對面，亦都聽唔到大家嘅歌聲，
But God will bless us and guide us.
但係神係會帶領同埋祝福我哋㗎。
And He will be with us as we worship Him.
當我哋敬拜神嘅時候，神亦都會喺我哋嘅當中。
So today we find ourselves in very strange times.
咁目前我哋會發覺，我哋已經身處喺一個好陌生嘅時刻。
And according to my calculations, we've been locked home for 54 days.
咁根據我自己嘅計算，我哋已經困喺屋企已經有54日。
So for many of us, we have to adjust to a new kind of normal.
咁對我哋好多人嚟講，我哋已經要調教一個新嘅常態。
We have a new routine.
我哋亦都安頓喺一個新嘅模式裏面。
We restrict the amount of activities that we can be involved in.
我哋可以做嘅活動已經受到呢個限制。
We have to limit the places that we can go to.
我哋可以去嘅地方，亦都大大咁樣受到限制。
So for many of us, it's a very worrying time.
對於我哋好多人嚟講，呢個時刻係有點擔憂㗎。
We worry about our own health.
我哋會擔心我哋嘅健康，
We worry about our family members who we can't see.
我哋亦都會為唔能夠見到我哋家人而去擔心。
We worry about our businesses, our own entire way of life.
我哋會擔心我哋生活嘅方式，亦都會擔心我哋嘅工作。
And we worry about our church.
我哋甚至會擔心我哋嘅教會。
So for many of us, it is a time of reflection.
對我哋好多人嚟講，呢個時候係俾我哋自我反省嘅時候。
And it is very uncertain.
雖然我哋前面所見嘅係好唔明朗，
But we pray that we have found and remembered the things that are truly important in our lives.
但係我哋好希望嘅，我哋已經揾到我哋生命中乜嘢係最重要，
The things that we need to hold fast to.
有乜嘢我哋要緊緊咁樣去找住嘅咧？
Remember the things that we cannot live without.
我亦都可以諗下，有啲乜嘢嘅事情我哋係唔需要嚟過着我哋嘅生活嘅咧？
So recently we've learned a lot about the Israelites and their journey from Egypt.
咁最近我哋之後嘅旅程。
And so after such a long time, they were free from their bondage in Egypt.
咁經過一段好長嘅時間之後，佢哋就可以脫離埃及呢個嘅捆鎖。
And God delivered them and made them free.
神就拯救佢哋，讓佢哋得到呢個釋放。
So on the 15th day of the second month, they arrived at the wilderness of Sin.
咁喺第二個月嘅第15日裏面，佢哋就嚟到信嘅曠野。
And so you'd think they would celebrate how God had delivered them.
你會認為呢一刻佢哋就會高歌咁樣去慶祝神如何拯救佢哋，
But this wasn't the case.
但係事實並非如此。
If we look at Exodus chapter 16,
如果我哋睇出埃及記第16章嘅時候，
if we read verse 2,
我哋可以睇下第2節。
Exodus chapter 16, verse 2.
出埃及記16章第2節。
Verse 2, in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, I read. Then the whole congregation of the children of Israel complained against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness.
16章嘅第2節，奉主耶穌聖名讀經。以色列全會眾在曠野向摩西、亞倫發怨言。
So instead of praising God,
所以佢哋唔單止係冇高歌咁樣歌頌神，
they didn't thank him for his grace.
亦都冇感謝神嘅恩典。
They started to doubt, to be dissatisfied.
佢哋當中就開始有呢個懷疑，有呢個不滿嘅心態。
They looked at the negative of the situation.
佢哋只係睇到當時處境嘅負面嘅一面。
They've forgotten that 1 month and a half ago, God had blessed them greatly.
佢哋已經忘記喺一個半月多前，神如何咁樣祝福佢哋。
They saw only the negative.
佢哋只係睇到就係負面嘅事情。
And in this instance, in verse 4, God blessed them with manna, bread from heaven.
喺第4節，我哋睇得到神甚至將從天降下嘅糧嗎哪賜俾佢哋。
Something miraculous.
呢個係好奇妙嘅事情。
So God did hear their prayers.
所以神其實係有聽到佢哋嘅呼求嘅。
But actually, they had very quickly forgotten everything that God had done for them not too long before.
但係佢哋好快就已經忘記神為佢哋做嘅所有嘅一切事。
So when I studied Exodus, I realized there was one reason for this.
當我去查考出埃及記嘅時候，我發覺有一個原因。
Something we too can learn in our spiritual journey today.
咁呢一樣嘢，我哋大家都可以喺我哋嘅路途上去學習得到㗎。
So let's turn to Exodus chapter 12.
我哋可以睇下出埃及記嘅第12章。
So Exodus chapter 12 tells us about how Pharaoh let the people go from Egypt.
咁從第12章裏邊，我哋睇得到法老如何終於肯讓百姓離開埃及。
And in verse 37.
喺第37節。
Exodus chapter 12, verse 37.
出埃及記12章37節。
So that they began their journey to Sukkoth, and there were 600,000 men with them.
咁當佢哋從蘭塞起行，咁當時係男人約有60萬。
So there were even more women and children.
其實當中有好多係婦人同埋孩子。
So there were more than the 600,000 mentioned here.
其實係唔單止呢度所列嘅60萬人㗎。
But who else was amongst these people?
但係喺佢哋嘅當中，亦都有啲乜嘢其他嘅人呢？
We see this in verse 38.
喺第38節，我哋可以睇得到。
Verse 38, a mixed multitude went up with them also, and flocks and herds, a great deal of livestock.
38節，又有許多閒雜人，並有牛群、羊群和他們一同上去。
A mixed multitude was also with them.
呢度話又有許多閒雜人。
So they weren't just the children of Israel.
所以唔單止係以色列嘅子女。
There were other people that have been enslaved in Egypt.
亦都有其他當時喺埃及為奴僕嘅人。
Perhaps other Egyptians who had been made slaves.
或者當時喺埃及裏邊有埃及人，佢哋都係為奴㗎。
Some of them could have been people from other nationalities who had been made slaves inside Egypt.
佢哋當中或者他民族嘅人，佢哋喺埃及嘅地方，亦都係為奴為婢。
Perhaps even some Egyptians who wanted a new start as well as the Israelites.
或者當中有啲以色列人同埃及人，或者當中有啲埃及人同以色列人一樣，都想有一個新嘅生活。
So the original word from this verse can also mean a foreigner, so not someone who's just a pure Israelite.
所以呢度嘅原文嘅解釋係一啲外族嘅人，佢哋係唔係純潔嘅埃及人、以
So
色列
these
人。
people are mingled, they are mixed together.
所以呢啲人佢哋已經混雜埋一齊。
They were previously one group of people, they were clean.
曾經佢哋係一組嘅係純潔嘅人㗎。
But what we can learn from here is a lesson that we too need to remain pure.
所以喺呢度我哋可以學到嘅就係我哋亦都要保持純潔。
The lesson here isn't about maintaining some kind of racial purity, that we should be only look after a certain race.
呢度唔係話教導我哋只係要單管某一些嘅種族嘅人，
That God can only reach one type of person.
又或者神只係會看顧某一種嘅國族嘅人。
Because the Bible teaches us the salvation of God is for all, no matter what race or background.
因為神嘅教訓係話俾我哋聽，神嘅救恩係俾眾人嘅，無論你係乜嘢嘅背景、乜嘢嘅種族都好。
We need to think of the spiritual meaning.
我哋需要思想嘅就係屬靈上嘅教訓。
So one reason why the people of God couldn't hold fast to their beliefs.
所以其中一個原因，點解佢哋唔能夠去好好咁持守佢哋嘅信仰嘅，
was because the influence of the non-Israelites amongst them.
就係因為佢哋當中有一啲非以色列人，佢哋帶俾佢哋嘅影響。
Yeah, no matter how strong they thought their faith could be.
無論佢哋認為佢哋嘅信心有幾堅強都好。
No matter how adamant they were that they would never change.
無論佢哋有幾咁堅定，佢哋永遠都唔會改變都好。
They were still intermingled with those people who had a different belief.
佢哋仍然係與一啲同佢哋嘅信念唔一樣嘅人一齊混雜。
So when difficult decisions came, they couldn't stay focused.
所以當佢哋要作某些嘅抉擇嘅時候，佢哋唔可以集中。
So these people, they're not necessarily evil people.
咁呢啲人，佢哋未必係邪惡嘅人。
Yeah, they would have lived with the Israelites for maybe many years.
相信佢哋已經同以色列人住埋好多好多嘅年。
They probably would have witnessed to the 10 plagues in Egypt.
佢哋甚至已經都親眼見過10災。
They may have even been enslaved together with the Israelite people.
佢哋甚至同以色列人一齊為奴。
But now they were all mixed together.
但係而家佢哋大家通通都混雜埋一齊。
There was now unrest amongst the people of God.
而家喺神嘅百姓當中已經產生一啲嘅不安。
It is like a small bit of yeast in a large amount of flour.
就好似少少嘅酵喺一堆嘅麵團裡面一樣。
We understand this teaching from Galatians.
我哋可以從加拉太書去明白呢一個教訓。
From chapter 5, verse 9, we know this very well.
加拉太書嘅第5章，我哋好清楚呢個教訓。
From verse 9.
第9節。
That a little leaven leavens the whole lump.
第9節話，一點麵酵能使全團都發起來。
Even though it is just a small quantity.
雖然個數量係只係好少。
It is nothing in comparison to the entire mixture.
呢個對比係唔係話好大。
But it can have a great effect.
但係佢哋嘅果效可以係好大。
It changes the entire mixture into something which cannot be changed back.
係可以完全咁樣去改變呢一團，亦都唔可以再挽回。
So these people were an influence to the people of God, and this is surprising.
所以佢哋嘅影響係非常之驚訝㗎。
Because these people of God, they had personally seen the power of God.
因為呢啲人佢哋已經親眼見到神嘅大能。
But very quickly they forgot and they chose to remember different things.
但係佢哋好快已經忘記，亦都去選擇去紀念一啲其他嘅事。
Let's refer to Numbers chapter 11.
我哋睇下民數記嘅第11章。
Numbers chapter 11, verse 4.
民數記11章第4節。
Verse 4, Now the mixed multitude who were among them yielded to intense craving. So the children of God, of Israel, also wept again and said, Who will give us meat to eat?
第4節，他們中間的閒雜人帶起貪欲的心，以色列人又哭號說：誰給我們肉吃呢？
So there was this mixed multitude.
所以喺佢哋當中有呢啲嘅閒雜人。
They were with and beside the Israelites.
佢哋係同以色列人一齊㗎。
But they all yielded to intense craving.
佢哋全部都喺度帶起嘅貪欲嘅心。
Yeah, so in the English it means they lusted intensely. They're very strong words.
喺英文嘅翻譯出嚟，呢啲係好強烈嘅情感。
They were a bad example of people who just focused on the physical things.
呢啲人佢哋全部都係壞嘅榜樣，佢哋只係集中喺肉身上嘅事情。
But these people influenced the children of Israel.
呢啲閒雜人，佢哋就對神嘅百姓有好大嘅影響。
We see that the Israelites cried again, wept again.
我哋喺呢度睇到以色列人又再次大聲哭號。
They were influenced by the people to feel this intense feeling.
佢哋被呢啲閒雜人去影響，同樣有呢個貪念嘅慾望。
And from verse 4 to 6, we see what they complained about.
喺從第4至第6節，我哋睇得到佢哋為乜嘢事去埋怨。
All of these luxuries that they used to enjoy.
佢哋曾經享受過一切嘅享樂。
Verse 5, the cucumbers, the melons, the garlic, etc.
喺第5節話有黃瓜、西瓜、韭菜、葱等等。
So even though their life was much better now, they were free.
雖然目前佢哋嘅生活比以往更好，佢哋而家係得到釋放，
But they couldn't let go of what they once had.
但係佢哋唔可以放開佢哋曾經所擁有過嘅一切。
Even though God gave them something for nothing in the middle of the wilderness,
雖然神喺曠野當中從冇俾到佢哋有
this manna in the middle of a desert where nothing could grow.
喺呢個曠野嘅當中，當冇嘢可以耕種嘅時候，神俾到佢哋嗎哪。
In verse 6, they said they were dried up.
喺第6節甚至話佢哋係枯竭嘅。
Yeah, so the people were shackled to Egypt still.
所以其實百姓佢哋仲係喺捆綁喺埃及當中，
They couldn't let go.
佢哋唔能夠放開。
They couldn't help but be influenced by people that didn't have God in their life.
佢哋亦都被冇神嘅人喺佢哋心中嘅人嘅影響。
We even see this in chapter 12, verse 39.
喺從第12章39節，我哋亦都睇得到。
Exodus chapter 12, verse 39.
出埃及記嘅12章39節。
And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough which they had brought out of Egypt, for it was not leavened, because they were driven out of Egypt and could not wait, nor had they prepared provisions for themselves.
12章嘅39節，他們用埃及帶出來嘅生麵烤成無酵餅，這生麵原沒有發酵，因為他們被催逼離開埃及，不能擔言，也沒有為自己預備什麼食物。
So before they could think about leaving,
咁佢哋未離開埃及嘅時候，
they even thought to bring this dough with them that they had still prepared in Egypt.
佢哋已經預備埃及所嚟嘅生麵。
They brought the dough with them that they were prepared in Egypt.
呢啲生麵係喺佢哋喺埃及裏面當時預備定嘅。
And in verse 34, before it was even leavened, they took it with them out of Egypt.
喺34節話呢啲生麵還未有發酵，佢哋就一起帶埋走。
Yeah, they even took the kneading bowls with them and put it onto their shoulders.
唔止呢個生麵，甚至呢個團麵盤，佢哋亦都攞埋走。
So they couldn't truly let go.
所以佢哋唔能夠真正去放開。
They couldn't fully let go of the pleasures they once had.
佢哋唔能夠真正去放開曾經擁有過一切嘅享樂。
And even when God stretched out his hand to help them, they ignored this.
雖然神伸出大能嘅手去幫助佢哋，佢哋都忽視咗呢一點。
So we are actually very similar to these Israelites.
其實我哋同樣同以色列人都好相似。
We read this account very often, we understand, and we say we can't be anything like these people.
我哋會好常讀到呢個事蹟，但係我哋會話我哋同以色列人完全唔同。
We couldn't ever forget God like this.
我哋永遠都唔會咁樣去忘記我哋嘅神。
But when I read this, I see parallels in the life that we have, the situation we find ourselves in today.
但係當我讀到嘅時候，我覺得而家我哋身處嘅環境同佢哋係有對比嘅。
So when we read these passages, we see after almost 2 months, the people of God began to complain.
所以當我哋讀到呢啲經節嘅時候，我哋讀到2個月之後，佢哋就開始埋怨。
they began to forget the mighty hand of God in less than 2 months.
咁少過2個月嘅時間，佢哋已經開始忘記神啦。
So for us today, after almost 2 months as well,
咁同樣今日我哋已經經過差不多2個月嘅時間，
do we too start to complain?
我哋係咪同樣開始埋怨呢？
Do we start to miss the luxuries that we used to enjoy?
我哋係咪同樣亦都好掛念我哋曾經可以享受過嘅享樂呢？
Do we crave the things that used to make us happy?
我哋係咪好渴望曾經讓我哋好開心快樂嘅事情呢？
The restaurant trips, the shopping days, the expensive foods we used to enjoy.
又或者係去呢個酒樓，或者我哋去行街嘅日子，或者我哋所買嘅食物，
Were we bound by these things as well?
我哋係咪曾經都係被呢啲事捆綁住呢？
Actually, we realize that we can survive without many of these things.
其實我哋已經發覺，如果我哋生命冇呢啲事情，我哋其實仍然可以活着。
We may miss them, but we don't need them to have a happy life.
或者我哋會錯失呢一切，但係我哋發覺，如果我哋生命冇呢一切嘅事，我哋仍然可以生活。
We have our family members who are safe and healthy and beside us.
我哋有我哋嘅家人，大家都好健康喺我哋嘅身邊。
We have our own personal health and well-being.
我哋亦都有我哋個人嘅健康。
We have a roof over our heads and we are kept safe and fed during these difficult times.
喺呢啲好艱難嘅日子，我哋有瓦遮頭，我哋亦都得到溫飽。
And even though we're not being led out of Egypt into our own Canaan,
雖然我哋唔係話從埃及帶出嚟要進入迦南地，
but maybe God is showing us that we too can survive on manna alone.
或者係神要話俾我哋聽，我哋同樣都可以靠着嗎哪去生活。
That which He will give us, we can survive.
呢個嗎哪係神俾我哋嘅，我哋同樣亦都可以活着。
So, for example, in our previous life, we spent money on expensive cars.
例如嚟講，以往嘅日子，我哋會花我哋嘅錢財喺一啲好貴嘅車輛上，
But now we can only drive our car to the supermarket and back.
但係而家呢個車輛，我哋只係可以揸到去超市，跟住再揸翻嚟屋企。
We may have bought many expensive shoes and clothes,
我哋甚至買過一啲好貴嘅鞋、好貴嘅衣服，
but now that we're locked down, we can't wear any of it.
但係而家我哋被困喺屋企，我哋唔可以再着到呢啲嘅靚衫靚鞋，
Or we invested much money into our businesses,
或者投咗喺我嘅生意上。
we invested in our businesses, but now our businesses cannot even open fully.
我哋已經投資好多喺我哋嘅生意裏邊，但係我哋唔可以完全咁樣經營我哋嘅生意。
What if God wants us to focus on other things?
如果神喺呢一刻係要我哋去集中喺其他嘅事上，我哋應該點樣呢？
What if this is our refining, our waiting period?
如果呢一刻係要去磨練我哋嘅，要我哋去等待嘅，
Let's look at Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 2.
我哋睇下《申命記》嘅第8章第2節。
Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 2.
《申命記》8章2節。
Verse 2. And you shall remember that the Lord your God led you all the way these 40 years in the wilderness to humble you and test you to know what was in your heart, whether you would keep his commandments or not.
第2節，你也要紀念主你的神在曠野引導你這40年，是要苦練你、試驗你，要知道你心內如何，肯守他的誡命不行。
These times were used to test the people of God,
當時嘅時刻係神要去磨練佢嘅百姓，
to look at what was deep in their hearts to see what was there.
要去深深咁樣睇喺佢哋嘅內心係存在乜嘢嘅事。
So today, in these strange times that we live in,
所以今日當我哋活喺呢啲唔明朗嘅時刻裏面，
have we realized what is truly in our hearts as well?
我哋有冇已經察覺喺我哋內心其實係藏在啲乜嘢呢？
Is it something noble?
係咪一啲好崇高嘅事呢？
Or is it the things that the things of earth which grow strangely dim?
抑或我哋會覺得世上嘅事情已經慢慢變為虛空呢？
What if this is our time of testing?
如果呢一刻係神要試驗我哋嘅時候，
What if this is the time that God has put us into the perfect place?
如果呢一個時候係神將我哋擺喺一個最完美嘅處境裏面，
An opportunity for us to work on ourselves, to build up ourselves again.
係一個機會俾我哋去再建立我哋自己，去再為我哋嘅信仰下一點嘅功夫。
So perhaps in recent years we have neglected our personal faith,
或者以往我哋已經忽略我哋個人嘅信仰，
or we didn't look very highly upon the faith of our family.
或者我哋冇太在乎我哋家人嘅信仰。
But right now, God gives us no other choice but to have a faith-centered family.
但係而家神已經冇俾其他我抉擇我哋，神只係要我哋有一個以神為中心嘅家庭。
Perhaps in the past we were too busy.
或者以往我哋大家都係太忙啦，
We had so much going on, we didn't have time for our family altar.
我哋太忙，我哋有好多事要兼顧，我哋冇時間建立我哋嘅家庭祭壇。
But now we have much less to worry about.
但係而家我哋兼顧嘅比以往少，
We have much more time to set aside as a family to pray together.
我哋而家有更多嘅時間作為一家人可以更多時間去禱告。
God has allowed the physical church to close so that he can bring the church directly into the center of our homes.
神讓我哋肉身嘅教會暫時關閉，係讓我哋可以將教會帶到入我哋嘅家中，
Right in the center so that he is in the midst of our life today.
正正嘅喺我哋嘅家嘅中心，令到神喺我哋嘅當中。
Perhaps God has given us all the tools that we need to connect to him in this difficult time.
喺呢一個艱難嘅時刻，神已經俾咗好多工具我哋，讓我哋大家可以聯繫一齊。
Was God not building us up all of these years?
喺咁多年裏邊，神唔係慢慢咁建立緊我哋嗎？
Was God not teaching us, giving us all of this new technology so that when the time came, we could worship together?
神唔係慢慢咁樣教導我哋去用一切嘅科技，
So that when the time came, we know how to worship him no matter where we are.
所以當時刻嚟到嘅時候，無論我哋身在何處，我哋大家都可以敬拜神。
So the fact that we can gather together online is a testament of how God's will has been revealing itself.
所以事實上，我哋大家而家可以喺線上聚集，呢個係一個美好嘅見證，
This is God's will revealing itself in our life.
係神嘅旨意喺我哋嘅身上顯明。
So God has allowed us to be in these strange times today.
所以今日神讓我哋喺呢個奇怪嘅時刻裏面，
To see what truly is motivating us.
係要去睇其實係乜嘢去推動緊我哋嘅心。
Many years from now, people, perhaps your own children, will ask you,
或者好多年之後，其他人或者你自己嘅子孫會問你一個問題，
what were these times like?
會問你當時嘅時刻其實係點嘅咧？
What happened during this lockdown period?
咁喺呢個居家嘅時候發生過乜嘢嘅事咧？
So what will be your response?
咁你嘅反應會係點咧？
Will you just list everything that you lost?
你會唔會只係一一咁樣數出你所失去過嘅一切？
Everything that you missed?
你所失去過所有嘅事情？
Or will you instead mention everything that you gained?
抑或你會嘅回答就係你所得到所有嘅事，
The time that you gained with your family?
你可以得到與家人相處嘅時間。
The health that God blessed you with during this time?
喺呢個時候，神所祝福我哋嘅健康，
The new view that he gave you on your life and your lifestyle?
喺我哋生命上，神俾到我哋新一個嘅觀點。
So from the Israelites, we see a warning about this mixed multitude.
咁從以色列人身上，我哋睇到閒雜人嘅影響力。
They were almost certainly a bad influence on them.
佢哋好肯定嘅係對以色列人有好大嘅影響。
But they helped to reveal that the people of God had still left their hearts in Egypt.
佢哋亦都幫以色列人發掘，其實佢哋心裏面仲係喺埃及裏面。
And actually, during the time of Egypt, many of these Israelites may have intermarried.
或者其實當時以色列人同埃及人已經有通婚嘅事情。
We don't know the exact makeup of this mixed multitude that we read about in Exodus.
我哋所讀到嘅閒雜人，雖然我哋唔知佢哋係點樣與以色列人混雜埋一齊。
But we know from Leviticus chapter 24, verse 10.
但係從利未記4章第10節。
24 verse 10.
24章第10節。
Leviticus chapter 24 verse 10.
利未記24章第10節。
We see here that even an Israelite woman married an Egyptian.
喺呢度我哋睇到有一個以色列人，佢已經嫁俾一個埃及人。
So intermarriage happened.
所以我哋肯定知道嘅就係當時有通婚嘅事情。
So we see from this example that the influence of those who do not share our common beliefs can be great.
所以從呢個例子，我哋明白得到，如果同一啲同我哋冇共同信仰嘅人通婚嘅後果係好大嘅。
If we choose to spend our lives with these people,
如果我哋選擇與呢啲嘅人一齊同活嘅話，
they will undoubtedly influence us.
無可厚非，佢哋一定會俾到我哋好大嘅影響。
And more often, it is for the worse.
好常呢啲影響都係壞嘅。
Let's look at Hosea.
我哋可以睇下何西亞書。
Hosea chapter 7.
何西亞書嘅第7章。
Hosea chapter 7 verse 8.
何西亞書7章嘅第8節。
We read verse 8. Ephraim mixed himself among the peoples.
第8節，以法蓮與列邦人參雜。
So here records about Ephraim, how they mixed themselves among the peoples.
呢度所提及到嘅就係以法蓮就與神嘅百姓參雜埋一齊。
Yeah, so they are like a cake unturned.
呢度亦都話佢哋亦都好似沒有翻過嘅。
So why would they be an unturned cake?
點解會形容佢哋為冇翻過嘅餅呢？
We see this in the beginning of chapter 7.
咁其實喺第7章開始嗰度，我哋會睇得到。
We see the iniquity in verse 1.
喺第1節話講到佢哋嘅罪惡。
In verse 2, they committed fraud. Verse 1, they committed fraud.
喺第1節講到佢哋偷竊。
Verse 2, it says they were wicked.
第2節話佢哋係邪惡㗎。
And in verse 4, it says they were adulterers.
喺第4節亦都話佢哋係閒淫㗎。
So this is, they committed spiritual or even physical adultery.
所以佢哋當時係犯咗呢個屬靈上或者屬肉上嘅奸淫。
They were unfaithful.
佢哋係不忠㗎。
They broke their initial vows to remain pure.
佢哋當初所起嘅誓要保持純潔，佢哋已經破咗呢個嘅誓。
They were like a cake unturned.
佢哋就如一個冇翻過嘅餅。
So they were useless.
所以佢哋係無用嘅。
A cake unturned is just something which is inedible.
一個冇翻過嘅餅，我哋唔可以食用。
It is well-intentioned but executed very badly.
佢嘅含義係好，但係佢實質行出來帶嚟嘅果效係壞㗎。
It's like you setting out to cook something.
就好似你想做一餐好好嘅餸菜，
but then you give up halfway through and ignore it.
但係中途你就放棄，唔再煮呢個餸菜。
So that at the end, it is just wasted effort.
所以到最後，你已經嘥咗你嘅努力。
And any benefit that you could have gained is lost.
原本你可以得到嘅好處已經失去啦。
It might even be burnt on one side and uncooked on the other side.
甚至一面已經燒焦，一面係未夠熟，
So it's not even salvageable.
所以已經唔再可以挽回。
You cannot undo what you have done.
你唔可以去返回你所做過嘅事。
And Ephraim descended into this point because it followed its fleshly desires.
以法蓮陷喺呢個嘅處境，因為佢哋隨從佢哋嘅慾望，
They didn't remain pure and blemishless.
佢哋冇保持佢哋嘅純潔無瑕。
Let's also look at Psalm 106.
我哋可以睇下詩篇106篇，
Psalm 106, verse 35.
詩篇106篇
Verse 35 to 39.
35至39節。
35, but they mingled with the Gentiles and learned their works. They served their idols, which became a snare to them. They even sacrificed their sons and their daughters to demons and shed innocent blood, the blood of their sons and daughters whom they sacrificed to the idols of Canaan, and the land was polluted with blood. Thus they were defiled by their own works and played the harlot by their own deeds.
35節，凡與他們混雜相合，學習他們的行為，侍奉他們的偶像，這就成了自己的網羅，把自己的女兒祭祀鬼魔，流無辜人的血，就是自己女兒的血，把他們祭祀迦南的偶像，那地就被血污穢了。這樣，他們被自己所做的污穢了，在行為上犯了邪淫。
So their people did not keep pure, and they mixed with those who would be their ultimate downfall.
所以百姓佢哋冇保持佢哋嘅純潔，佢哋與其他人混雜埋一齊，呢、個就係佢哋墮落嘅地方。
The people that they mixed with, they married.
佢哋所混雜埋一齊嘅人，佢哋亦都通婚。
They eventually served their idols, and they even shed blood.
到最後，佢哋祭祀呢個鬼魔，甚至流無辜人嘅血。
And even though they may have been very pure before, they were now defiled by everything and everyone.
或者當時佢哋係純潔嘅，但係因為佢哋所做嘅已經污穢咗佢哋。
All because in verse 35, they mingled with the Gentiles.
就係因為喺35節所講，佢哋與閒雜人混雜埋一齊。
We cannot allow the people that we mix with to become a snare to us today.
我哋唔可以讓同我哋混雜埋一齊嘅人成為我哋嘅網絡。
We may live with them, we may work with them,
我哋可以同佢哋同活，一齊返工，
but we need to know where the boundary is between us.
但係我哋要知道我哋大家嘅界限喺邊度，
To not allow ourselves to be spiritually joined to these people who do not share our beliefs.
唔好讓一啲同我哋冇共同信仰嘅人去影響我哋，
And we may not marry them physically,
或者肉身上我哋冇與佢哋通婚，
but we need to keep ourselves separate from them.
但係我哋要將自己與佢哋有一個分別。
So today we need to learn to separate ourselves.
所以今日我哋要學習嘅就係將我哋自己與佢哋分別出來，
To distance ourselves from the people that will negatively influence us.
如果有一啲人係負面上會影響我哋嘅話，我哋要遠離佢哋，
We may not be physically close to them,
或者我哋唔係同佢哋好接近，
but our relationship with them can be dangerous if we are not careful.
但係如果我哋唔小心嘅話，我哋大家嘅關係會令到我哋陷喺一個好危險嘅地帶。
There are many people that come with us in our spiritual journey.
喺我哋嘅屬靈旅途裏面，我哋會遇見好多唔同嘅人，
And some of them can be a great blessing to us.
呢啲嘅人或者佢哋會帶俾我哋好大嘅祝福。
But from the Bible, we know that some can be to our harm as well.
但係從聖經裏面，我哋知道呢啲人亦都會傷害我哋。
Let's turn to Leviticus chapter 20.
我哋睇下利未記嘅第20章。
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26.
利未記20章26節。
Verse 26. And you shall be
Aye.
holy to me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have separated you from the peoples that you should be mine.
第26節，你們要歸我為聖，因為我主是聖潔的，並叫你們與萬民有分別，使你們作我的民。
We need to learn that we are separate.
我哋要學習嘅就係我哋與佢哋係有別嘅。
We belong to God alone.
我哋只係單係屬於神。
We cannot allow the people around us to influence us.
我哋唔可以讓我哋身邊嘅人對我哋有乜嘢嘅影響。
We should not be polluted by them.
我哋唔可以俾佢哋污穢我哋。
Allow them to change our beliefs or change our priorities.
唔可以讓佢哋改變我哋嘅信仰或者我哋嘅守衛。
We must only have God in our heart.
我哋嘅心裏面只可以存有神。
Let's also look at 2 Kings chapter 17.
我哋可以睇下列王記下第17章。
2 Kings chapter 17, we'll read verse 36 to 40.
列王記下嘅第17章。
Verse 36 to 40.
36至40節。
Verse 36. But the Lord, who brought you up from the land of Egypt with great power and an outstretched arm, him you shall fear, him you shall worship, and to him you shall offer sacrifice. And the statutes, the ordinances, the law, and the commandment which he wrote for you, you shall be careful to observe forever. You shall not fear other gods. And the covenant that I have made with you, you shall not forget, nor shall you fear other gods, but the Lord your God you shall fear, and he will deliver you from the hand of all your enemies. However, they did not obey, but they followed their former rituals.
第36節，但那用大能和伸出來的膀臂領你們出埃及的主，你們當敬畏、跪拜，向他獻祭。37，他給你們寫的律例、典章、律法、誡命，你們應當永遠謹守遵行，不可敬畏別神。38，我主與你們所立的約，你們不可忘記，也不可敬畏別神。39，但要敬畏主你的神，他必救你脫離一切仇敵的手。40，他們卻不聽從，仍照先前的風俗去行。
We need to learn to serve God alone.
我哋要學習嘅就係單係
Only serve our God.
唯有侍奉我哋嘅神。
Remember the God who saved all of us.
我哋要紀念那一位拯救我哋嘅神。
Only observe his commandments.
只係去跟隨神嘅誡命。
Hold fast to know what you know is true and right and proper.
我哋要緊緊咁樣去持守我哋知道係啱嘅事情。
Let us not give way to those who do not understand our beliefs and us as a person.
我哋唔好俾地步嗰啲唔明白道理嘅人。
Be true to God, be true to our true identity.
要對我哋嘅神，對我哋嘅身份係要信實。
Let us make this God known to these people.
我哋亦都要讓我哋嘅神喺呢啲人嘅身上，讓佢哋明白。
So that they too may join us on our journey to the promised land.
讓佢哋同樣同我哋去同行呢個嘅路程。
And may God guide us all.
願神帶領我哋每一位。
Amen.
阿門。
Let us sing hymn 175.